What on earth is happening in the greater Seattle real estate market, and is it time to panic? In this brief video, I'm going to go over the latest data. So if you want to stay in the know, please be sure to watch the entire video because there are a couple of things that will probably surprise you. Without further ado, let's jump into the numbers. And as always, we like to look at the year-over-year comparison as well as the month-over-month, just so we get a full perspective. Let's first start with the Snohomish County year-over-year numbers. You can see year-over-year, new listings are down by nearly 19%. Sold listings are down by 34.3%. The median sales price is up 6.8% year-over-year. And you can see in August 2021, homes were selling for about 5% above the asking price on average, whereas just this last month, homes were selling for 98.7% of the asking price. So just a little bit less than the full asking. And the average days on market last August, it took 10 days to go under contract versus last month, it took 22 days. So a little bit longer to get the homes under contract. In King County, new listings are down by 14% year over year. The sold listings, nearly 29%. Median sales price, now that's up 5.1%. And homes are selling for 98.9% of the asking price versus a year ago selling for 5.3% above the asking price. And the average days on market last year was 12 days in August versus last month was 19 days. And the city of Seattle, those numbers are as follows. New listings are down 13%. Sold listings are down by nearly 30%. The median sales price is up 3.7%. Homes sold for 99.7% of the asking price on average. Now that's practically the full asking price, but that still is much less than August of 2021 when homes were selling for 4.1% above the asking price with the bidding wars. And the difference between days on market last year and this last August is not too substantial, 14 days versus 16 days. Now let's briefly go over the month-over-month numbers for each of the three areas. In Snohomish County, new listings are down 22% month over month. Sold listings, it's pretty negligible there, almost a wash. Median sales price down nearly 4%. The sales price ratio, homes are selling a little bit less than they were in July. And then days on market, it took about a week longer to go under contract in August versus July. Now let's look at King County. New listings are down 21% month over month. Sold listings are up 12%. The median sales price, pretty much a wash there. And the sales price to list price ratio, homes are selling just a little bit less than they were in July. And the average days on market, homes took 19 days in August to go under contract versus 13 days in July. Now in the city of Seattle, new listings are down 16.3%. Sold listings are up 3.9%. Median sales price is down nearly 5% month over month. And the sales price to list price ratio, homes sold for a little bit less in August than they did in July. And the days on market, it took 16 days in August to go under contract versus 10 days in July. So what does this all mean? Well, I'll give you my thoughts, but first I'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below. Is there anything that you find surprising with this information? Here's what I find interesting regarding the data. Whether you're looking at the year-over-year or the month-over-month numbers, the number of new listings that have come on the market is down. Now, in some parts of the country, there's a lot more inventory, but here in the greater Seattle area, we still don't have very much supply of homes. In other words, fewer homeowners are putting their homes on the market. Now, that being said, there are fewer buyers competing in the market versus this same time last year. The other interesting thing to point out is that currently, neither the buyer or the seller have much of an upper hand or a clear advantage. Sure, we do have more inventory than 6 months ago or a year ago, but still, inventory is relatively low, which is keeping prices propped up. Because we have higher interest rates than we've had in a long time, not many buyers are competing against one another. So while many sellers are having to lower their price in order to sell, it's not so dramatic as to call this a buyer's market. Folks, what we have is a normal market, at least at the moment. Also, interest rates have fluctuated a lot. Not long ago, interest rates were close to 6%. Then they slid down to 5.2% earlier in August. Now they are in the high fives again. Obviously, this has a huge impact on affordability and purchasing power. So this is what's happening in the market right now. What does the rest of the year look like, or next year for that matter, in the greater Seattle real estate market? Well, that's what we're gonna go over in our next video. If you like this type of content, please tap that like button and then hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.